have 3 hour break again.
Do you? Oh.
I'm so poor. Like when we talk to science students, like the science have more students, and they say 4 people. Nobody care about 4 people class.
You have a 3-hour break. Who's your tutor? Neil.
Column.
Column.
3 hours.
Did you say it to Column?
No.
I said to him today.
Yeah, okay, good. Because he can change things, and he does change things. So yes, if he can change it, I think he would. Because I'm free, I could teach you, and I'm sure there's a room free.
Yeah.
So it should be okay. We'll try maybe for next week.
Okay, that's a good news.
It is some good news, isn't it? Okay. Practical problems. Now, I'll give you a little help first with some of the English, okay? So if I say the rate of change of y, that means dy dt. If I say the rate of change of y with respect to x, that means dy dx. Now what's different between my two sentences?
Respect.
Yeah, but in the English sentence, what's different?
Respect to X.
Yeah. So what happens if you don't say with respect to x? dt, yeah. If you don't say it. Do you understand?
It's change or charge?
What do you think?
Change.
Correct.
What's respect in here means?
Respect.
Yeah? Go on then.
Respect.
Just respect.
Well,
Yeah, but see, Gauss said what does respect mean? And you can't say it means respect. So, how would you explain it to her?
I don't respect mean, but I don't know.
What it means here.
Yeah.
What do you think it means here? So, in English, with respect to, that means compared to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
EAP physics.
Yeah. Yes. So I could say Ben has a lot of energy with respect to Summer. So compared to Summer, Ben has lots of energy. Okay? I could say Gau's English is very good with respect to Ben. But I could say Gau's English is not so good with respect to a science student. You know? It's a way to compare. And then the last new word is a word which you should know from physics. If I say A is proportional to B, what that means is A, yeah, a type of equal, isn't it? Yeah, moving together. Now, what's important is you can change that into this. A equals a constant times B. So, let's have a look at some examples, okay? Can I scroll down? Okay. Let's take something like the rate of change of y with respect to x is proportional to y. Find y. And I'll explain what I mean now when I say general. So, it's not possible to find the exact answer because I didn't give you any points. Remember last time I have to give you a point to find C. Don't here. So what you do, you say, okay, rate of change of y with respect to x. That's this. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is proportional to y. That's that. Yeah? But that means you can change it into this. Yeah? Then you can use separation of variables. You can say 1 over y dy equals k dx. Integrate, integrate. So that's log y kx plus c. Yeah? So you get y equals ekx plus c, which you can actually write as ec, ekx, which you can write as constant e constant x. Because ec you can just write as b. Now the reason I did that, how many constants are there here? There's 2 actually, b and k. So that means I must give you 2 points to find the k and the b. Okay, so for example, if I then, so this is called the general answer. That's like part A. Part B, I might say now, okay, so y, when x is 0, is equal to 100, and y derivative at 0, let's say it's equal to 10. That's enough to find the b and the k.
Yeah.
Because if I use this, what can I find?
B
I can find b is 100.
Yeah.
And then I can use this to get the k. Because I can change this into,
BK.
let me just write it up here. Yeah, 100k EKT. That should equal 10
Very
Oh.
easy.
x. That should equal 10 when x is 0.
Yeah.
So that means 100k equals 10. So k equals 0.1. So now we have the real answer. Y equals 100 E 0.1. Oh, sorry, I wrote T here.
It's 10. 10x. 10 100k times.
10.
No, you write the x. You just write.
Huh? What?
It's not the one. No. 100k 10k. Because x is 10.
X is
zero.
0, no?
Oh,
X is 0.
oh sorry.
100 E 0.1 X.
But
Yeah?
Yeah.
is y derivative?
Yeah. Y derivative.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
That's why the K is here. Yeah.
Right down.
Write down, yeah, okay.
how many constants then we have how many?
1 or 2?
Point. Just 2.
In the exam?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Okay. If we have one constant number,
Just 1 point.
okay.
Okay.
How about we write dy dt?
Hmm. But that's I'm going to do dy dt next now. Can I scroll down?
They don't. Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so here's a chemistry one. Chemistry one. The reaction rate is the... Do you know what the reaction rate is?
Huh?
Let's try this again. Chemistry.
Huh.
Do you know what reaction rate is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Like if a reaction at 50%,
Mm-hmm.
it's only react half.
Mm-hmm. So that's, yeah, so what's the reaction rate?
Percent?
Yeah, not, well, it could be.
Power q.
Yeah, let me see what you think of this. The reaction rate is the rate of change of concentration.
So it's dot?
So it's a delta.
Mm.
It's a delta concentration over delta T. Do you do that in chemistry?
No, I don't.
No? No? Okay, fine. No, it's okay, you don't need to. Now, there's a law in chemistry called, I don't know if you call this, reaction rate law. Do you know the reaction rate law? No? It says the reaction rate is proportional to concentration. If you have more concentration, then the reaction will be quicker. The rate of reaction is quicker if the concentration is bigger. Do you not do this in chemistry?
No.
No? No. But does it make sense?
Yeah.
More concentration means quicker reaction rate. Yeah. So, this is it in words, and we want to make it a formula. So what would be the formula here? That would be reaction rate is proportional to concentration. Well, we'll say this is concentration. Or what way do you write it in?
C.
Use a C?
Capital
Okay,
C.
fine. So capital C.
Yeah.
So the reaction rate is the rate of change of concentration. So that's dC dt proportional to concentration. Yeah? So that means dC dt equals Kc. Now does this look familiar? It does. It's actually the same as the one we just did, just different letters, isn't it? So we could say then we get 1 over C dC equals K dt. Integrate. Yeah.
What is T?
Time.
Okay.
Just seconds. Yeah. So that becomes log C equals KT plus, oh, I don't want to use C again because,
Small c.
okay, small c. Right, so we get C equals EKT plus small c. So C equals A EKT. Now the A has a meaning here. When the time is 0, what does the A represent? Not 0. Not A.
The count.
Yeah? The concentration?
At first.
At first.
Initiation.
What's that called? What's the adjective?
Solution?
No. Concentration at first.
Yeah.
You can call that the something concentration.
Intention.
Go on, nearly. In. No.
Intention.
No.
Imitation.
Oh, guys, you're breaking my heart here.
Efficient. Intention. I don't know.
It's not
Same.
intuition.
Initial.
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 Initial concentration. Goodness sakes.
Initial. How to spell it?
Please wait a minute.
How to spell
I'll spell it now. So this is C0, the initial.
Is not this one?
What word?
This?
Where?
Yeah.
What? Oh no, adjective.
That's initiation.
That's initiation.
It's not.
It's a noun, yeah. Adjective, initial.
Initial.
You should know this word. Because in physics we have U and V.
Yeah.
And what's the U called? Initial velocity.
So that's called
Initial concentration.
the noun. How to
Initial.
initial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So how about noun?
No.
Oh, the noun, sorry. The adjective is initial and the noun is it initialization?
No, it's
Initiation?
Initiating.
TIO.
Initiating.
Yeah.
Let me think.
How can
How do you say it as a noun?
It's-
Initiation, I think.
Just cancel the L
Yeah,
and
and,
add
Yeah. Yeah. It's initiation.
Initiation.
Yes.
initiation.
Yeah.
Initiation. Oh.
No, not imagination.
Continue.
Right. So you have C equals initial concentration EKT.
It
Okay.
looks like we learned before 80 KT. I have lesson about this.
Yes, in maths and in physics.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, in fact, usually for this chemistry problem, the K is negative. Usually. Because what happens is, the concentration decreases.
Mm.
Yeah. Or I guess it could be increasing. I don't know. It depends on the process, right?
Maybe decrease.
What?
But it's usually decreasing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the graph, if you put time here and concentration here, it looks like this, which you learned from maths class. Okay. So what I want you to understand, look, is you can say something quite simple, like this. That reaction rate is proportional to concentration. And you can get a formula, you can get a graph.
Do I need to write this?
Yes.
All of them?
I think Lorraine would like it.
Oh.
Different. Do you know the Lego Batman is still in Steam?
Batman?
Yeah.
What about Batman? He's on sale?
Lego.
Lego Batman. I have Lego Batman.
All of them?
I have 1, 2, and 3.
No. It's the all of the game is sell.
All the Lego Batman?
Yeah.
I have them all. I have Lego Batman and I have Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Lego! You know Lego.
No.
Don't!
Oh, okay.
Lego. Or as they say in China, Lego.
Yeah.
Similar.
It's similar.
It's similar.
Look.
Lego. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Lego. Oh. Yes.
I hear there's a Batwoman for DC will come on.
Yeah, movie or game?
Drama maybe.
Oh,
TV
show.
series.
Ah, interesting.
I'm not really like DC though. I like
What?
Marvels.
DC.
I
They're the
prefer
best.
Marvels.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel is the best.
Yeah, Marvel is the
Marvel
best.
is
No.
Lame.
No, Marvel is the
Shh,
best.
give me Batman. Give me Superman.
Just talk, give me-
I love Joker.
Joker's good.
Yeah, Joker is good, yeah.
The
I love Joker.
what's
Joker's
that
good.
called? Suicide Team.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Squad. Yeah.
Joker.
Joker's good, yes. Lego Joker.
That game is funny.
Huh?
The game is funny.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm?
Number 2 is good.
Number 2 is good.
Batman 2, I think, is the best one.
And the movie
Dark Knight. That's
Two.
okay.
2 is the best.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Because it
It's-
has a Joker.
Yes.
Yeah, I had the Joker actually got mad after the movie. Like,
Which movie now?
Dark Knight, the Batman.
Well, he died after it.
Yeah.
The actor.
Yeah.
Keith Ledger, isn't it?
Yeah. I had that his brain was touched from the movie.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a very strange character, the Joker. Yeah, very strange.
Is concentration the y-x.
Yeah, that's a C.
C.
Thought it's you.
Yeah, but it's sideways. See? C.
Yeah.
Right, continue? Okay. Right, next now. Okay, so here is a hard one. Yeah. So, I want us to look at the English. Let's have a look at number 8. It's a hard one. Okay. Now, before we start, number 8. No, don't worry. Wait. You don't need to read it just yet. I just want to give you a little bit of background. Okay. So, cow. Who are you talking to?
My mom.
Does she not know you're in class?
She don't know.
Okay. Well, put the phone away.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so look. You confused me now. Right, in English. Help. What is the past tense of help?
Helped.
Helped.
What? Oh, just it.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Now, run. What's the past tense?
Yeah.
Run.
Right.
Yeah, ran. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what type of verb is this? This verb, we call it regular.
Oh yeah.
And this type?
Irregular.
Irregular. Okay? Regular verbs, you can add ed.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting in English is after enough time, irregular verbs become regular
Oh yeah.
after many years. Okay, so for example, maybe in the future, like maybe in 100 years, this will become rund.
Why?
Because what happens is, people, when they're in school, they learn a verb, like help, and they say, helped, okay? And then they learn another verb, like, we'll just, what, something like, okay, we'll just say run, as an example. And when they're a child, if they said rund, their parent will say, no, it's not rund, you have to say ran, okay? But sometimes the verb is not common. And if it's not common, it means they won't learn to fix the mistake because they don't say it so often, okay? So I'll give you an example here. Wed. What verb? Do you know what this verb is? What does it mean?
Just
Yeah. So what do you think the verb is?
Really?
No, but I mean, what do you think it mean? What's the meaning of the verb?
Oh, like attached to that.
Yeah. Put together. Married. You know,
Alright.
married. To put together.
Well,
So
like wedding.
like wedding. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think the past tense is?
why they
Wedded. Yeah, but it's not. It's
Why
still
is it-
wed. Yeah. The past tense is still wed. Because this word is not so common, it means you're more likely to say it wrong. And if enough people say it wrong, then it becomes the new word. Okay? Now the question is, how long do you need to wait? Well, it depends how common the word is. More common words, do you think you wait longer or shorter time? Longer if it's common. If it's uncommon, shorter time. Believe it or not, help used to be irregular. Used to be irregular. Now it's regular. It used to be irregular. It used to be help, and in the past tense wasn't helped. It was, you ready for this? Help.
Oh.
oh
Yeah. 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 I help him. It sounds wrong, doesn't it?
sounds like
Yeah.
the England language.
Yeah.
yeah, home.
It's
that's very
it doesn't sound like English.
no the England's English.
Oh, the accent.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's a reason for that, Jess. Anyways, now that's the idea. Let's have a read question 8 together. Okay, so 8, right?
Which page?
I don't know what page is it there.
136.
136. Okay, so let me read it and you listen, and you can read too.
8.
Number 8.
8.
Yeah. The rate of change of the time taken for an irregular verb to become regular is inversely proportional to the square root of its frequency. Okay, so there's a lot of information in that sentence. We have to decide what letters to use. So the first one, the rate of change of the time taken.
DT. Oh, T.
Yeah, there's 2 T's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because 1 T is how long you have to wait. So for example, maybe with a verb like help and help, you have to wait 200 years. You know, for example. So the first one is DT, DT. This one could be like many hundreds of years, and this one could be per year. Okay? Is inversely proportional. Inversely proportional, so that means proportional 1 over. Inversely proportional. That's what that means. Okay? Inverse. Over, okay? To the square root of its frequency.
Square root F.
Yeah.
One
Square root
over.
F. Okay. Now, I made a mistake here. I made a mistake here. You might have to fix this. Can you just write it in? So you see here, you see where it says here, the rate, well, okay, I'll tell you why this is wrong. How many letters are there? 3, and there should only be 2. So I should have said in the question, I'll just make a note to fix this. No, it's okay. It's okay. So at the end here, the rate of change of time taken for an irregular verb to become regular, just write above that, with respect to frequency. It should have been an F here. So you need to write with respect to frequency.
From where? From.
See where it says the rate of change of the time taken for an irregular verb to become regular,
Yeah. After that.
with respect to frequency,
Okay.
is inversely proportional. So it's just right in there.
Yeah.
Okay, to give you a minute to do is I want you to try and solve this one.
Okay. What is F?
Frequency.
Frequency.
What is frequency?
You know this from physics.
Frequency.
F.
It's the same F, yeah.
O is 1 over F equals T.
Yeah.
So
So, for example, here in English, Ben, frequency maybe could, if you say frequency of help, maybe help is once per day. Well, maybe not. How often do you say help? Once per week?
no, never.
Never. You never say help.
Yeah.
Okay. What about,
When I was joking, I should say.
what about confident? You said confident twice yesterday. So the frequency of confident would be twice per day. Once per 12 hours. You're right, Ben. 1 over T. 1 over T.
Yeah. Oh, so it's df,
Yeah,
not dt.
yeah. That's why I said to write in. I left out something.
So wrong.
So what happened?
Let's have a look.
Wait,
So,
wait,
oh, okay.
I think I can.
I can do this. Yeah.
So what is your square roots?
Integrate.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, summer. So you have this, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can change it into this.
Yeah, and half. I think.
So then you get T equals F a half over. Oh,
It's
I forgot my K. Sorry.
Okay,
There's a K here
Oh,
because of the proportional. So there's a K here over a half plus C.
It's 2k and
Yeah, but you don't write 2K.
why?
Well, because K is a constant and 2 is a constant. So you can just write A root F plus B. That would do.
Okay. Yeah.
So what does the graph look like? Here we go.
Why is big T in that side? It's not K?
Huh?
Kx plus C.
Kx plus C.
No, KT plus C, I mean.
Well, you can put the K on the left. It's fine. It's fine. But I mean, we want just T. So if you had the K here, you would have to divide by K. But just call these a. It doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It's not important.
It's y is a over
Yeah.
plus b.
Yeah.
See?
It doesn't matter. It's just a constant. It doesn't matter. This here is F, and this here is T. Okay. So maybe F is in units of per year. And maybe T is in units of years. Okay? So for example, let's say the word wed. How often do you say wed? Maybe once per year. So maybe here could be one.
Wet.
Wed.
W-E-D.
Yeah. How often do you say this?
Oh.
Never.
Yeah, okay, so maybe once per year. Okay, so we'll put a 1 here, and I think we'll say it probably will become regular, I think, in like 20 years. Okay, so that's 1 point. But I need more than 1 point, because I have to find A and B. So we'll put another point here. Maybe we'll mark off 52. So think of a word you say every week. Let's say help. So we'll say that could be 300 years. So what I want you to do now for me is get the A and the B. The A and the B now.
So, but the question didn't give us that.
Yeah, now I'm giving it to you. This is part. this is part A, and now this is me. I'm giving you this part B.
I thought we need guys in the.
No. I'm giving it to you.
What is root of
7.3. I don't know.
What?
My
Why not?
guess. 7.3.
7.2.
Do you know, that's okay. A good guess.
So, yeah.
No, 7.2.
7.2. Can you just use 7.2?
No? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 7.211.
Is 45.08. B is minus 25.08.
Okay, so what did you get for A?
45.08.
So 45.1 root F, and the B?
Minus 25.08.
So it goes down to here. Now, the last question is, think of a verb you use once a day. So think of a verb you use once a day. Two questions. Part 1, what's the F? And part
Morning.
2, what's the T?
Grand.
Grand. Okay, use it once a day. What's the F?
1.
No. Now remember, for this question, the F is in units of per year.
Is 1 over
365.
3.
No, 300 and...
69.
If you use the verb once a day, then that's
yeah.
365 times per year.
Yeah.
Okay. So this word is irregular. Okay, because what's the past tense of grand? Is grand. It's not granded, for example, or whatever. So my question now is, use this formula. Tell me how long until this word becomes regular. Yeah, okay.
800.
836 years.
Huh? Days.
No, years.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. These are all in years. So, for example, in 2019, you could say something like, he ran to the shop, for example, because maybe you say run every day. Maybe. So you'll have to wait until 28:55, then you can say he runned to the shop. So if you wait long enough, the irregular verb will become regular.
Nice.
Yeah. Now you have to wait a long time for this one.
Years?
Yeah, years. Yeah.
What frequency was used? Days.
Yeah, but we
Maybe-
changed it into unit of
maybe
years.
frequency will be in 500 years later will be changed another time.
Say again. Yeah.
When several hundred years
Yeah.
passed,
Yes.
the frequency will be changed another type.
Yeah, maybe the frequency changes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the idea is simple here. More frequent words take longer to become regular. That's the idea. So words which you use every day will take hundreds of years to become regular. Hundreds of years. Whereas a word you maybe use once per year will only take a few years to become regular. Okay. So I think most people think by 2040 the word wed will become regular. Everybody will just say wed and wedded.
How can we be sure after 836 years people still speak
Well, you can-
English?
Well, that's the other thing too. But what you can do, Gav, is you can look at words 800 years ago. So a word like help was irregular. It was help and help. 800 years later, present day is now help and helped.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, you can't wait 800 years, but you could look 800 years in the past.
Yeah, but
I
maybe
think
they
it's
don't
a
speak
good chance.
English.
And maybe everyone speaks Chinese.
No, no language anymore. I mean, maybe something else.
I think people would still use languages.
With our brain.
I know. I don't think so.
So they don't have to speak.
I don't think so. It's possible that we could all be dead. No humans. So no language.
Aliens Cree.
Aliens could come and take over. You just don't know. Yeah.
Cree. The blue man.
Huh?
Cree.
Who's that?
You know, the blue
Spell.
man. Kree. W.
K or E
W.
E W.
No, W. Cree.
Cree.
You know, the Cree man in Marvel.
Marvel Captain's.
No, I don't
Alien.
watch.
It's
No.
Marvel
No.
Captain's
You
Alien.
don't watch
I
Marvel?
don't watch. I don't like Marvel. I only
No.
watch DC.
It's very famous. You must catch.
I watch no Marvel. I don't like Marvel. No, not even zero Marvel.
But what is good for Batman? He just rich. He got car, got everything by
No,
technology.
Batman is I think he's a real
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real human.
Yeah,
But
you
just rich.
leave Batman alone. Batman's great.
No.
Leave Batman alone.
It's same as Iron Man. They just rich.
No.
Yeah.
Batman is
Batman is richer.
different
True.
from Iron Man.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, because Batman is better than Iron Man.
No. Yes. But Iron Man is smarter than Batman.
Who?
Iron Man.
Probably.
I
I would
don't
agree
like
with
that.
that.
Yes.
Tony Stark does seem to be smarter than Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
He's more of an
Why?
engineer.
Why?
More
So-
engineering knowledge.
Yeah. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry to tell you this, but because your English is not so good,
Yeah.
I think it will be good if you practice all of these. Because your English is not so good. Now-
We don't need the next lesson.
Well, I tell you what. Okay. We'll make this lesson. I just want you to do this.
Tomorrow, maybe we will have 3 classes tomorrow.
We have 3 classes tomorrow?
Maybe.
Let's see.
What's your timetable say?
Maths.
3 EAP, 1 maths.
2 hours?
12.
1 maths tomorrow?
Sorry,
2
1
maths.
2
2
maths?
hours.
Oh, two.
Fine.
And,
Fine, we have 2 maths tomorrow, so what?
If we have 3 math class,
I know.
we can take 1 class to practice our English. Yeah, but we just have.
What I want you to do now, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll do 2 lessons tomorrow. So for today, I think it would be good if you can do all of these, all of them.
homework.
No, now, and then finish at home. We have 2 lessons now. We have 2 hours now, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will do this.
No. We'll tomorrow we'll do these 2 lessons.
Oh,
'Cause-
now we just do this.
Yeah, because listen. The next 2 lessons go together,
Oh,
the same topic.
so today we just 1 lesson.
You see, look, numerical, and then trigonometry. So I wanted.
Oh no!
Yes.
What's that?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Huh?
It's
What?
very old.
Yes.
What?
Oh. What's this? What's this? What's this?
Later. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm
So-
really glad to start engineering
Oh.
now. What?
Oh, I like this.
That's fun.
I like this.
Don't worry.
I prefer the trigonometry.
Yeah. So look, now just do this one, okay?
Today.
Yeah, start now.
Finish and go home.
Yeah.
Just go home?
No, start now. If you get them all finished, yes, you can go.
Oh. Okay.
Arrange.
I just want to ask
Yeah.
a simple fixes question.
Go on.